Okay, welcome back to Ms. Bramer's videos here on YouTube. So today we're looking at lesson 2 of our dividing fractions unit. Today we've got whole numbers divided by fractions. So we're going to be modeling this a little bit differently than we did with our other lesson, lesson 1. But before we even get into the modeling, let's talk about what this problem really means. We've got 6 divided by 2/3. Okay, now there's 2 ways I like to think about this. You can decide which way makes more sense for you. One way to think of it is 6 is 2/3 of what bigger number? Okay, so that's one way to think of it. Another way to think of it is to think, okay, how many 2/3, how many little groups of 2/3 can go into 6? So 2 different ways to think about it. Use whichever way makes more sense to you. Let's look at modeling it. Now when we had a fraction divided by a whole number with our last lesson, we always started by modeling that first fraction. Today, not so much. We're actually going to start with the second fraction. So let's put that. Start by modeling this. Okay, so I'm going to draw a rectangle split up into thirds. Right now I've got 3/3, but we only have 2/3 in our problem, so we're going to cross out one of those thirds. Now we've got our 2/3. We need to split what we have here. We need to split 6 between what we have there. So let's just draw a little arc and show that 6 needs to be separated into those 2 boxes. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. So I'll put that in there. Because each box really holds the same amount, I'm going to put a 3 in that last one as well. Here's the nice part. To get our answer, we just have to add up those 3's, or since there's 3 boxes, we could say 3 times 3. So our answer is 9. Awesome. Going back to those original 2 questions, 6 is 2/3 of 9. Or 2/3 goes into 6 9 times. Let's try another one just to make sure we've got it. How about 5 divided by, let's do 2/3 again. I'm on a 2/3 kick right now. Okay, so we're going to start by modeling that second fraction. 2/3, just like we had before. We're splitting those 2 boxes with the 5. Hey, we have a problem. 5 does not go evenly into 2. That's all right, let's use a mixed number. 2.5 plus 2.5 does add up to 5 perfectly, so let's go with 2.5. Okay, so I've got 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.5, or 2.5 multiplied by 3, or, and here's what I like to do, we know that these 2 boxes add up to 5, and the last box has 2.5. Added together, those give us 7.5. So our answer to that problem is 7.5. Sometimes we do get mixed number answers. That's perfectly fine. All right, thanks for joining us again today as we studied whole numbers divided by fractions.